Hello everyone, welcome Lead School at Home. We have started third chapter in economics of unit third, that is money and credit. In that we have studied about money as a medium of exchange, then modern forms of money, then loan activities of banks, then terms of credit, then variety of credit arrangements. Then after we have seen loans from cooperatives, then formal sector credit in India. Now we will move towards the next point, that is self-help groups for the poor. Please student, put your textbook in front of you while watching this video and be ready with your pen, pencil and notebook. In the previous section, we have seen that poor households are still dependent on informal sources of credit. In previous section, we have seen that those who are poor household, they are still depend on informal sources of credit. Question is now, why is it so? Now see the answer. Banks are not present everywhere in rural India. Means in rural India, there were no banks present at the moment. Means no branch is available in rural areas. Even when they are present, getting a loan from a bank is much more difficult than taking a loan from informal sources, and it is very difficult to poor household to take loans from formal sector than informal sector. Now, as we saw for Megha, bank loans require proper documents and collateral. Earlier we have seen in case study of Megha, she requires proper documentation and collateral. Absence of collateral is one of the major reasons which prevents the poor from getting bank loans, and because of collateral, poor households difficult to take loans from banks. Informal lenders such as money lenders, on the other hand, know the borrowers personally and hence are often willing to give a loan without collateral. But in informal sources, people get loans without collateral because money lender know the person. So only on that reason lender provide loan to the borrower without taking any collateral. The borrowers can, if necessary, approach the money lenders even without repaying their earlier loans. And in this informal, the borrowers take loans without repaying their early loans from lender, and lender can pay loans to the borrower without repaying their earlier loan. This is the benefit in informal sector, but in necessary. Now we will move towards on next page. However, the money lenders charge very high rates of interest, keep no records of the transactions, and harsh the poor borrowers. Now, in that case, money lender take high rates of interest without taking no records of transactions, and it is very difficult to the poor borrowers. Now, harsh means too difficult. In recent years, people have tried out some newer ways of providing loans to the poor. Now, in recent years, people have tried to provide loans to the poor. The idea is to organize rural poor, in particular women, into small self-help groups, that is SHGS, and pool means collect their savings. Now idea organized by poor people in rural area, in particular women, into small self-help groups, means they create one small self-help groups, that is SHGS, and pool, that is collect their saving. A typical SHG has 15 to 20 members. Mean in that group, that is the SHG, in that group 15 to 20 members are there, usually belongs to one neighborhood, who meet and save regularly. Saving per member varies from rupees 25 to 100 or more, depending on the ability of the people to save. And in that group, member save rupees from 25 to 100, and that depend on the ability of the people of saving. Members can take small loans from the group itself to meet their needs, and member can take small loans from that group itself to meet their basic needs. The group charges interest on these loans, but this is still less than what the money lender charges, and the interest rate is quite small than what charges by the money lender. After a year or two, if the group is regular in saving, it become eligible for availing loan from the bank. And if that group is regular in saving, that time that group is eligible for taking loan from the bank. Is sanctioned in the name of the group and is meant to create self-employment opportunity for the members, and bank sanction that loan, and that loan is sanctioned in the names of the group and is meant to create self-employment opportunities for the members who are included in that group. For instance, small loans are provided to the members for releasing mortgaged land, for meeting working capital needs, that is buying seeds, fertilizers, raw materials like bamboo and cloth, for housing materials, for acquiring assets like sewing machine, handlooms, cattle, etc. And for instance, small loans are provided to the members for releasing mortgaged land, for meeting working capital needs, and that working capital needs include buying seeds, fertilizers, raw materials like bamboo and clothes, for housing material, for acquiring assets like sewing machines, handlooms, cattle, etc. Most of the important decisions regarding the saving and loan activities are taken by the group members, and most of the important decisions regarding the saving and loan activities are taken by the group members, means all members involved in that group, and they will take the decision against saving and loan activities. The group decisions as regard the loans to be granted, and the group decide as regard the loans to be granted, and that group decide which loans to be granted. Now we will see, that is next, the The purpose, amount, interest to be charged, repayment schedule, etc. Means that group decide what is the purpose of taking loans, how much amount we will take as a loan, then what is interest rate to be charged on that loan, and when we are going to pay that repayment schedule. All this decided by the members in that group. It is the group which is responsible for the repayment of the loan, and that group is also responsible for the repayment of the loan. Any case of a non repayment of a loan by any one members is followed up seriously by other members in the group. If non repayment has happened, that time any one member is followed up seriously, then other members in the group also take it seriously. Because of this feature, banks are willing to lend to the poor women when organized in SHGS, even though they have no collateral as such. And because of this feature, banks provide loan to the poor women when they organize in SHGS, even without collateral. Thus, the SHGS helps borrowers overcome the problem of lack of collateral. They can get timely loans for a variety of purposes and at a reasonable interest rate. And the SHGS helps borrowers to overcome the problem of collateral, and also they will get timely loans for a variety of purposes and at a reasonable interest rate. Moreover, SHGS are the building blocks of organization of the rural poor, and SHGS are the building blocks of organization of the rural poor. Not only does it helps women to become financially self-reliant, the regular meeting of the group provide a platform to discuss and act on a variety of social issues such as health, then nutrition, then domestic violence. And not only help women to overcome financially self-reliance, the regular meeting of the group provide a platform to discuss these issues and act on a variety of social issues such as health, nutrition, and domestic violence, etc. And below side, here the image has given, that is the image of SHGS. See here, this is the image of one SHGS, and heading is given here, a women's self-help group meeting in Gujarat. Now we will move towards on next page. On this page, Grameen Bank of Bangladesh means information about Grameen Bank of Bangladesh has given. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh is one of the biggest success stories in reaching the poor to meet their credit needs at reasonable rates. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh is one of the biggest success stories in reaching the poor to meet their credit needs at a reasonable interest rate. Started in the 1970s as a small project, Grameen Bank in October 2014 has over 8.63 million members in about 81,390 villages spread across Bangladesh. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh has started in the year 1970 as a small project, but in October 2014 it has over 8.63 million members, in about 81,390 villages spread across the Bangladesh. Almost all of the borrowers are women and belong to poorest sections of the society, and it is one of the major characteristics of this bank is all the borrowers are women and belong to poorest section of the society. These borrowers have proved that not only are poor women reliable borrowers, but that they can start and run a variety of small income generating activities successfully. And these borrowers have proved that not only poor women's reliable borrowers, but they can start and run variety of small income generating activities successfully in the Bangladesh. If credit can be made available to the poor people on terms and conditions that are appropriate and reasonable, these millions of small people with their millions of small pursuits can add up to create the biggest development wonder. This quote is of Professor Mohammad Yunus, the founder of Grameen Bank and a recipient of a 2006 Nobel Prize for Peace. Now, Professor Mohammad Yunus, he is the founder of Grameen Bank and he has got for his work Nobel Prize in Peace in 2006. Summing up, now see what we have seen in this chapter. In this chapter, we have looked at the modern forms of money and how they are linked with the banking system. Means we have looked modern forms of money and how they are linked with the banking system. On one side are the depositors who keep their money in the banks, and on the other side are the borrowers who can take loans from these banks. And on one side of the bank we have seen the depositors who can keep their money in the bank, and on other side borrowers who can take loans from the bank. Economic activities require loan or credit. Credit, as we saw, can have a positive impact or in certain situations make the borrower worse off. Credit is available from a variety of sources. These can be either formal sources or informal sources. Means we have seen credit is available on the two ways. One is formal and second one is informal. Terms of credit vary substantially between formal and informal lenders. At present, it is the richer households who receive credit from formal sources, whereas the poor have to depend on the informal sources. It is essential that the total formal sector credit increase so that the dependence on the more expensive informal credit becomes less. Also, the poor should get a much greater share of formal loans from banks, cooperatives, societies, etc. Both these steps are important for development. After that, exercise is there. You can take this exercise as a homework, and please share your homework photos on our WhatsApp groups. If any difficulties is there, please student ask that difficulties. Thank you.